We got to come out from the gate and step on our necks and play our style of basketball.
Throws it down.
No one is matching the aggression of not only LeBron James, but the Lakers.
And the Lakers have a 2-1 lead and looking every bit like the world champions.
You know this show's going to be wild. Welcome into First Take. Thank you for being with us on this Feel Good Friday. He is Max Kellerman. I'm Molly Karam Rose, and I would be remiss if I did not mention, oh, there he is, Stephen A. Let me just say this quickly on a serious note. We're kicking off Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all those that sacrificed their lives, of course, for us and their families and all the servicemen and women. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, gentlemen, we ready to talk some playoffs? Do you have anything else you need to add from Hotlanta?
Oh, don't start. Here comes the Knicks stuff.
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's Friday. Y'all in New York City. You're supposed to be there representing. But unfortunately, Molly, Mrs. Connecticut, the Queen of Connecticut, and Max Kellerman, the traitor extraordinaire, that dude right there who should be barred from city limits. Okay? What's going on, y'all? Somebody had to be in the ATL representing New York. Somebody had to be here.
Are you done?
Look at them.
The first round. Are you done? Okay.
Right. Notice
Let's talk about somebody who might actually win the chip. The Lakers made it look easy with a hobbled Chris Paul and a disgruntled Devin Booker taking a 2-1 lead back at Staples in front of Laker Nation for the first time in a playoff setting since when? April of 2013. AD dropping 34. LeBron, talk to me.
It's always special to play in front of the Laker faithful. We hope our numbers continue to rise as the series goes on. We can get more and more fans in the building, but it's a beautiful thing. Hasn't been a playoff game for the Lakers in Staples Center since 2013, so it's a special night, and we just try to reward our fans with their loyalty that they have for us, and just try to play the game the right way.
LeBron icy. I was trying to figure out what that second chain is. I couldn't tell. Stephen A., did LeBron and AD prove that they are the best duo in the NBA?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Because they're going up against a depleted Phoenix Suns team that clearly is not the same without their leader, their floor general, the point guard extraordinaire that is CP3. His name is Chris Paul. That's number one. And number two, they haven't gone up against the Brooklyn Nets yet. So I guess if you want to go by default and look at their past history and say that they've proven that, fine, so be it. But this year, talking strictly about this season and what they've got to go up against, I reserve the right to wait until they go up against Lethal Weapon 3 in Brooklyn. And oh, by the way, you know what? I mean, we don't know who they're going to face as the Western Conference continues forward. Utah is no joke. I'm paying attention to that. I'm watching Denver with their victory over Portland last night. I'm looking at a few things right now. Anthony Davis and LeBron James are elite. They are all world. We get that when 100% healthy. But I've been questioning their health for quite a while now, their durability, for obvious reasons, and I'm still questioning that right now. So I'm looking at it from that perspective, and I'm saying I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach because Phoenix is not the same Phoenix team they were in Game 1, not since Chris Paul got injured. And I feel sorry for Phoenix. I really, really do, because I like that team.
One question. I just need a quick answer. Before Chris Paul got injured, who were you picking to win the Lakers-Suns series?
Lakers in 7.
Yeah, right. I'm sure that was because of Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are the best combination in basketball. It's the best 1-2 punch in basketball. It's the best 1-2 punch since a prime Shaq and Kobe. The only contender between then and now is KD and Steph in Golden State. We're talking about the all-time topmost echelon 1-2 punches, LeBron and AD. And while your injury point is a valid one, even just last night, AD hyperextends. What did he hurt his knee? What happened? LeBron was so passive early in the game. I thought maybe his ankle's bothering him. I don't know. He got much more aggressive in the second half. But even with those concerns, Stephen A., you and I were both on the same page before the playoffs started as it relates to the Clippers and the Lakers, right? Hey, if the Clippers are really ducking the Lakers because they hope that the Lakers get a little more worn down and the injuries get exacerbated, and that gives the Clippers an advantage later in the playoffs, Is that the best idea? Or is the best idea to catch the Lakers cold before they get ahead of steam? And we both agreed, catch the Lakers cold, because once they get going, it's a wrap. Utah and Denver aren't beating this Lakers squad with LeBron and AD. Not only are they great offensive players, like all-time greats, they're great defensive players, as Kendrick Perkins pointed out on this show the other day. No, the best 1-2 punch in basketball is LeBron and AD.
Well, let me say this to be clear. We shouldn't even be talking about LeBron and AD as a dynamic duo against this Phoenix Suns team because their only formidable frontline player is playing in this first playoff series ever in DeAndre Ayton, who already, again, had 22 and 11 last night. And that's about what he's averaging throughout this series. But this is his first playoff series. We know that Phoenix is significantly undersized. We look at the girth and the mass of the Los Angeles Lakers with Andre Drummond along with AD and LeBron James and a Montrezl Harrell. And we said, excuse me, if you're the Lakers, you're going to big boy them all series long because you certainly don't want to run up and down the court with those young thoroughbreds, assuming that CP3 had been healthy at the time, obviously. You don't want to get into no kind of up and down running game with the Phoenix Suns. That's not how the Lakers are going to win this series. They're going to win this series by playing big boy rules, by putting girth and mass on the court, by forcing them to turn into the perimeter team that they are because you just got too much size and girth against them in the interior, and you're going to slow the tempo down, and you're going to big boy them by crashing the boards, beating them up, and things of that nature. So if you know that going into the series against Phoenix, then this isn't the testing ground to validate LeBron James and AD as the dynamic duo. We can go on reputation. They are the reigning defending champions. We know that it is a dynamic duo. They top 2 or 3 in the world, if not number 1. But in the same breath, against the Phoenix Suns ain't the testing grounds to look at. Let's see what they do against Utah. Let's see what they do against Brooklyn. Let's see what they do against guys like that, and then come talk to me.
Well, okay, look. DeAndre Ayton first. He's the number 1 overall draft pick, and he's good. He was already pretty good, and we can see from these playoffs he's getting real good. Like, I hear what you're saying about the matchups, but DeAndre Ayton is a real guy. That's no cupcake. That's number 1. Number 2, who's the competition for LeBron and AD as a dynamic duo? The competition is KD and James Harden. I know you said KD and Kyrie. No, that's not. KD and James Harden, and that is real competition. But I got to say, the reason, because LeBron and AD are better two-way players, that it really is a competition we're looking at is because they're coming off injury, LeBron and AD. So are KD and James Harden. Like, we got to see how it all holds up. We like the Nets, you and I, because then they also got Kyrie.
I don't even count you. I don't even count you with the Nets. I don't care that you picked them to win the championship. It took you about 6 months. Even after James Harden arrived, you still said I needed to see their defense improve. I told you about it, and you waited 2 months.
It took me 2 or 3 weeks after Harden got there. It's the middle of the season.
Excuse me. You said no to them. You picked Philly at the beginning of the season. Then when Harden arrived, you stuck with Philly, and you said the excuse was you didn't give a damn what Harden brought to the table. Their defense was so horrid that there was no way.
And it got better.
Then I
the defense
said,
got better.
they only need to improve by a little bit. They could be the 25th ranked defense, Max.
Well, congratulations, they did.
And you said no, and then you turned around and said, I changed my mind. What else is new?
That's right. I turned all the way around. See, look, the facts change, and I changed my mind. Just like that. The facts change, and you were right. The defense got okay. It's all they needed.
Okay, so let's just clarify for the people at home. So you're saying LeBron and AD are the best duo, Max Kellerman, correct? And,
not best duo.
And Stephen A., you need to wait and see how these Brooklyn Nets play out?
Because I think with Harden, and yesterday I said Harden and KD, but I've always been about Kyrie and KD offensively. But when you take Harden into the equation, his ability to control tempo, run the show,
that's fair. That's fair. We've only seen them play together like 10 times, so that's totally fair. Let's move on because I want to zone in on the end of the game last.